Well, we should be live a little bit earlier than I was supposed to. I got a lot of packing to do, so I figured I'd come on. Figured I'd come on now. It's only 5:23. We were going to go live at 5. Give me a sec. Yeah, anyway, let me say hi to some people here. It is a very odd time for me to be streaming. Typically, I don't stream at this time. Especially on a Thursday. I never really ever stream on Thursdays. That's like Noah said, hello, interesting time. Well, that is because we are going to Hawaii tomorrow morning. And so I have to be up in like 5 hours, 6 hours, maybe, to get on the flight. Maverick, how's it going? And you said have a good one. You as well. Jack Tundle, it's Hawaiian time for Cody. Not yet. Hawaiian time will be tomorrow, or tomorrow or the next day, whatever I live stream next. It's gonna be a weird thing because I usually stream at 11 a.m. EST, but it will be 6 a.m. EST or something like that. I don't really know. Anyway, I'm on vacation. I am having a beer. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be good. I still need to pack most of my stuff. I got a bunch of shirts and stuff over there. I have some Ubiquiti devices that I can't talk about that I'm going to be bringing with me just in case they go public, and then I'm going to record a video for them. Dexter says, I just purchased the UA-EAH-8. Is that what the actual model number is for it? I'm going to have to take a look at that. You may hear a vacuum in the background. That's Chantel. Can't have it going, sold out. And we will talk about that. Albert, how's it going? Kelly, how's it going? Jordan, Alexander, Justin, Doctor, Rob does a thing. It's happening before you leave. Which is happening? What's happening before I leave? Are you talking about the new thing that's coming out? Most people probably don't even know. William, Rich, DM, Jeff. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they released that Access Unifi Enterprise Access Hub. I knew a bit about it just based on this. Let's go US. So before, was it US? Where the heck was it? UI.com. So door access, we used to be able to scroll down here and we would see like a coming soon for the door access for the Enterprise Hub. But now they've fully released what it looks like. And that looks freaking cool. And we'll touch on that a little bit here shortly. Oh, at least I talk about it before I leave. Yeah, like I had no idea it was coming out today. I got like 3 different DMs from people saying, oh, it's come out. Do you have it yet? I'm like, no. SPX, how's it going? Good to see you. Aloha, have a great time in... Oh, so you're in Honolulu. We will be in Honolulu, I think. I'd have to ask Chantel. She planned it all. I'm pretty sure we are coming to Honolulu. Maybe the second stop? Or we fly into Maui and then we go to, 2 other islands. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm not going to be on here super long because I got some things to do and to pack. But you could ask some questions. I'll probably be on a half hour or so, maybe 40 minutes, depending on what's going on. But this looks really freaking cool. And I wish I had one. So I had been teasing that I got something new from Ubiquiti that I'm going to be able to do a video on whenever it gets released to the general public. And some people thought it was this. It's not this. I wish they did send me this though, because it is it's pricey, but it's not. And we will talk about that. I'm just gonna wait for the chat to go a little bit. EG, how's it going? Watching from outside the window today. Great view. Yeah, I'll end up doing a couple live streams probably in Hawaii, but it's gonna be mostly on my phone. This camera that you see here will be coming with me. What else am I going to bring? I'm bringing my laptop, a second monitor, a new mic, just in case I got to film some stuff. All right, I guess we could get into it. Let's get into it. People are asking. So what is the new hub? I don't have it yet, but we will go through the specs. Let's go to US prices because I think most people would go off that more so. It's $999. Let's duplicate the page. So some people may be saying, oh my lord, like $1,000 for a Unifi Access Hub. But in reality, this does 8 door openings. So if we did the math on that, which I can't do it in my head, so let's do calculator. We did the math on that, and we had 8 Axis hubs at $199 each times 8. You're looking at $1,592, and that's not the only thing. So it's $1,592 for the hubs. Then you need to buy a PoE++ switch to be able to power that, or power the door readers. So we'd be going to professional. We would be doing, at minimum, the PoE. I think this has 8. Does it have 8? 8. So then we'd be adding on another $699. I mean, you could get PoE injectors, but if you want to make it clean. So it's like $2,200, or you just buy the enterprise hub. And that's what it looks like. There's the deployment, how they're going to be doing it. That's what comes in the box, which, I mean, it's fairly standard. We're going to go through the what do they call it? The installation guide, because it shows a bunch more stuff. Oh, I thought the new hub was the new thing you were testing. I wish. No, it's something different, which I hope it's not showing. No, it's not. It's right here. Anyway, I'm going to bring them to Hawaii with me just in case they release, so I could do a video on it. They released the new Unifi Enterprise Access Hub, which is awesome. It looks so cool. Any update on Unifi Identity Lite? So that is already out in early access. So you could test it. It works well. That's all I'll say. I packed the majority of my stuff. I have like 35 or 40 t-shirts when I'm only going there for 13 days. So I'm good. I'll end up packing a bit. I got to call my mom a little later on. What is recommended camera to use on a Unifi Cloud Key Gen 2, and realistically how many? So that is where you could go here to calculator.ui.com, and you could kind of, choose. So you have to figure out what camera. Like if you're using any of their pro versions, you're doing 4K, and you could only do 7 4K. But if you're using like a G4 bullet, G5 bullet, G4 dome, G5 dome, those are the 2K, which you could have 12. We have all major retailers here. Yeah, I know that. I realize that your dollar though is incredibly high. Like I got $1,000, or what did I take out? I traded 1,000 Canadian to US, and I only got 700 US. Our dollar is terrible. Does the G4 Doorbell Pro work with door access? The Access Reader G2 Professional isn't rated for Minnesota weather. I have installed the G2 readers outside in Canadian weather, and it worked. They are working on integration, I believe. They said in their forums for the doorbell to go to Access. What kind of cable would you use on a maglock? Probably like an 18.2, like an 18.2 conductor. They show it in these installation guide. Oh no, maybe it's not here. Where the heck was it? They had a... Oh, here we go. So if you look under the Ubiquiti site, like they show you recommended max cable length, and this is 18 gauge. 100 feet for the UA lock. A mag lock is only 46. Interesting. And then, or 46 meters, sorry. I never use mag locks. We're always using electric strike, so we are good with the 100 meter. You were just looking at the Enterprise Hub today. Yeah, it looks really interesting. Gene, how's it going? One day I will get your first name right, but I don't want to butcher it today. Thoughts on the UXG Pro for a large deployment? We've got around 200 or 2,000 users. Yeah, you should be all right. When Unifi talk in the UK, that is very interesting. So it was supposed to be the end of Q3. We're on Q4 now. And then the person who leads it, I think they are anyway. I don't know for sure. I've talked back and forth to them. They said it would be released this week. So it was supposed to come out last week on EA, and then it got pushed back a week. But I mean, the week's almost done, right? So tomorrow is kind of the last day. If not, probably next week. Is anyone else's picture blurry? You probably need to change the resolution. Yes. Does Access work on the UMVR or the UMVR Pro? Yes, it does. Yep. They just finally allowed it not too long ago. Cable modem, I have no idea about. Jacob, how's it going? Jacob and I will be meeting up again sometime next year, maybe in Florida again. Chicken legs. That is what people call me at the gym, chicken legs. Do you know if a unified talk locked and unlocked can share a number? No, because well, they could, but you have to, for the unlock phone, how would that work? For the lock phone, you're tied to a number and it has to be on its own. Casper, how's it going? Fusion from Dominican Republic. I've been there 3 or 4 times. I was just working with somebody today. Actually, was it today? No, yesterday. Who did a big deployment with UXG. Any idea how to set a UDR behind a Cisco ASA laptop connected? I mean, you're gonna have issues with double NAT. I probably would do one or the other. So the update on the phones that I heard, or what was posted in Discord, is going to be Q1 of 2024. Luke, I already did mention that. So you'd have to go here. I'll post this in the chat. So go to the resource calculator. You could do 12 G5 bullet cameras or G5 domes, or you could do 7 4K. Let me see. Take all the time you need. This one is just a little easier for me. Vivaldi? I'm so bad at saying names. Hopefully I was kind of close. You know what I'll do next time before I go live? I'll put it into like Google how to say this name. Would you mind even if I turn it this way, it's too high up. The cameras or the new things that I have are on my desk. You wouldn't see it. Is the power distribution just rebranded old power supply? Power distribution pro, like the PDU? I mean, it's just a PDU. That's all it does. I mean, it does take internet WAN feeds. I don't know. I don't suppose you know when the cloud controller is due. I'm not sure about that. It just released in Canada, and I was going to make a video on it today, but I got lazy and didn't. So I don't have any videos lined up for when I'm away, which kind of scares me. So I'm going to end up probably doing a video when I'm away of something, of some sort. I've never been to Egypt. No. I know my brother's always wanted, my older brother. Please do a video on the Cloud Key Enterprise. If you sponsor me for that video, you buy me the Cloud Key Enterprise, I definitely will, because that's like $5,000. That's $5,000 or something like that. We're going to talk about the door access here in a minute. It's $5,000 US, so that's what, like $6,000 Canadian? $6,600. I don't have that type of money to spend for a review kit. And I already asked Ubiquity. They're not gonna send it to me. WireGuard ever coming to the USG? I don't know. I'm not too sure. They just brought it to, what did they bring it to? Edge router? That was perfect. Awesome. Can you mix GrandStream and Unify phones together? No, you cannot. Seem new. I think they had something pro, PDU. They had something else. It was like their battery backup type thing that was in early access that had the similar name, but this is just a PDU. All that is right now anyway. I did see Alonzo say hi. Hello. And Alonzo, I think I saw you in Lawrence Systems chat earlier. Okay, let's talk about the Enterprise Hub, because this thing's cool. Let me show a picture of it first. Enterprise. We already talked about the price. The price is good, I think, anyway. This is what the box looks like. So at the top, we have 8 gigabit PoE out ports. I guess they redesigned it. So we have 8 gigabit PoE out ports for the reader. So you could use your Reader Lite or the Reader Pro, the G2. We have 2 uplinks or 2 RJ45 for uplink ports, which is interesting. That's nice. Then we have 8 lock relays to support 12 volt. You'd see kind of here, and it might show us, see these tabs right here? You could click them left and right. What those are going to be is if you want to switch it from dry to powered. So you're either going to have it a dry relay or a 12 volt, which is kind of cool. You have emergency input connected to the fire alarm system. So that would pretty much be like the release or the REL on the old hubs. What else would they have? Inputs for push buttons, motion sensors, and position door switches. Then you have 4, which is kind of different. You only have 4 auxiliary outputs. What if you wanted an auxiliary on each one of your doors? I'm not sure why they didn't add 8 in. I'm sure they could have squeezed some up here or in between. But anyway, you got 4. And then we have a PP45 cable input for battery backup, which is cool. There's going to be some other pictures here. Let me get back to the chat for a second. Are there any differences in performance between using fiber and SFP modules and DACs? There probably would be a little bit. Your light is always going to be a lot quicker. But the problem with fiber, once you take it out of the SFP, it touches air, it's dirty. So you need to get a fiber cleaner. NDI network. I'm not completely sure because I don't build out a ton of those. I'm sure most would be okay, but I know NDI does require specific things. How far can you so it depends. It depends on what you're using. So they have this kind of like readout here or technical specs. So if you're using the UA electric lock, so the electric strike, you could go 100 meters, which is a standard Ethernet cable run anyway. So this is what I found interesting about it. So we see the door swings open, and then you have these knockouts. So these knockouts are for conduit inputs. And then you have, you know, your little conduit thingies. Like they really designed this well compared to the first generation of hubs. You hit the knockout. I wonder if it's metal. SGC housing with PC cover. What the heck does that even mean? Okay, it looks like that's metal. Okay, so that looks like it's a metal, which would be good. Then we have our conduit, we tie it on. What else we got here? We have our cable routing, which is nice. We have fail secure. This is what I was telling you about, the 12 volt, 1 amp. We turn it on and off for voltage or for dry relay. And then we have the rescue switch, which I probably won't use too much. What else we got here? What else we got? This would be for like a, oh, that's door position. You could do like a motion sensor above your door. What did I show in that video? It was a Cantech T-Rex, I think it was. Whoops. Chantel, what are you doing? My Lord. Making noise. So this is the Cantech T-Rex. This is what I would use for motion sensors. So you could get them in pretty much whatever color you want. It just looks nicer. They're about 80 bucks each though. Oops. Have a great trip. We went to Maui for a 5-year anniversary, did the Hana Highway. Like, I don't even know how to pronounce all these names. We are doing Pearl Harbor. We're going to be doing some mountain sunrise thingy and some other stuff. We're there for about 14 days. It's much better than the G1. Yeah, way better. Who's going to crimp every wire? What, crimp every wire? What do you mean? You don't need to crimp. You don't need to crimp. They're kind of just like, these are push. If you've used their G1 readers, you push down on the button. You don't even need to push down. You just put the conductor in and it clicks into place. Are you going all way to Florida next year? Olive Garden. Yes, we will be going to the Olive Garden. That's the only reason we're going to Florida is for the Olive Garden. I don't even like the Olive Garden. Chantel does. She just said Olive Garden is great. It is not great. No. Bosch DS16 is cheaper, maybe? I don't know. Oh, my dad's calling me. I'm gonna have to call him in a bit. You don't have any info on the UDM Enterprise, right? I don't have any info, and if I did, I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about it. Which I know a lot of people don't like hearing you can't tell things about, but we sign forms that we can't talk about it. They want ferrules. Okay. 2 uplink ports for the Enterprise. Yeah, it's interesting because, yeah, what if you're designing this to be redundant, you're going to have it go into 2 different switches. If it loses power, so here's another good thing about it, but it uses a different type of battery. I think it was 30 volt or something like that. Anyway, say your switches lose power, you could have an external power supply, and then you could still use your doors because it's all stored within your hub, which is awesome. What else do they have? We have the tie into the power or to the fire alarm right there, which is great. Which makes it a lot easier being 8 doors on one hub. Like say you had 8 individual hubs, you'd have to loop them all together, then go to the fire panel. Just give me 2 seconds here. I gotta text my dad. He's usually in these live streams. Call you in 20 in live stream. There we go. I gotta call my dad, then I gotta call my mom. Anyway, that's gonna be really cool if you have to tie into fire panels. Like not every situation needs to tie into fire. It all depends on your local laws. Will you be doing a review of the USW Leaf? That is an unreleased product that will probably never be released. We'll see. That was an EA. Oh no. Chantel, there's an Olive Garden in Honolulu. We ain't going. You shouldn't have told me that. I shouldn't have told her that. Can you make your screen dark mode? Probably not. I don't even know how to do that. Can you do it on Chrome? I guess you could, right? Chrome dark mode. Where are you, Chantel? Okay. I'm going to get Chantel to come in here and talk to you for a second. I got to go make a pit stop. YouTube says you're 3 hours live. No. Maybe that's probably when I scheduled it. I never have my screens in dark mode. I like light mode. It works better on my old eyes. Chantel's going to talk to you for a second with the cat. I'll be back.
Hey everybody. So did someone say something about Olive Garden? Because that sounds amazing. Do you have you had koan? No, I haven't. I'm not a coffee drinker. I usually go for smoothies or juices instead. So I can't wait till we get a chance to go, and I think one day from now we'll be there. Oh, hi Rich, how are you? Nice to hear from everybody. What is your favorite movie to watch? I really like the horror movie genre. So I'm big into the Saw franchise, and I also am a big comic book girl. So I'm just eagerly awaiting the X-Men. Well, yeah, comic books. I can't wait for the X-Men movies to come. Ever had Caraba? No, I haven't had that.
Caraba.
What is that?
Carabas. It's
what is
an
that?
Italian place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they have one in Hawaii, or is it
no.
just?
Oh, I don't know. Carabas. Yeah, you must have had Carabas before.
I haven't.
Oh, here's the other one.
Hey.
No.
Olive Garden, but okay, I'll have to go there. Put that on the list.
We're not going there. Okay.
What?
We're not going to Olive Garden.
Yes, we have
We're in
to.
Hawaii. We are not going to.
You guys want us to go to Olive Garden.
We're not going to Olive
okay.
Garden.
I'm not gonna bore you guys because I understand that you want to continue talking with
We'll
Cody.
We'll be a couple minutes. Yeah. 20 minutes. I gotta call my dad. Follow me. All right. Here comes my youngest daughter. Well, not my youngest, but I have a cat at my mom's.
She's your youngest.
All right. So where the heck were we? USW Leaf, Olive Garden. Can you make the screen dark? No, because my old eyes. What bridge would you recommend for the same property, 300 to 400 feet apart? Unified building bridges are easy. Let's see. If you have a fire connection, you should connect. Yeah, if you have a fire connection, yeah, you should connect it. But even like buildings in Canada, you don't have to have a fire system. It all depends on the size of the system. Chantel doesn't drink coffee, so I will be having Kona coffee for sure. I'll show them the page. We're not going to Olive Garden. I'm not going back to the bloody Olive Garden again. I'll do it in Florida. That's it.
I'm eager to try their Dole Whip.
You think Olive Garden needs some Unify installed? They probably do. What's I gonna look up? Let's see. Robot Man is back. Yeah, you're staring into. So you remember all of the things that I post on Twitter that people say. It's pretty funny. Okay, really, the only thing I had to talk about tonight was this because it came out today. That was pretty well it. I just think the design of it is way better. It does look somewhat big, but then again, if you would have had 8 access readers, it would have been huge. Other than that, just ask some questions. I'll be on here probably another 15 minutes. Oh, you could put a lock on it. So that's another big thing. So the box is all built together. Nilly, come on. Oh, she just moved my cord. I really did have a bunch of plans to release videos this week. I have a notepad here. I was supposed to release, what was I supposed to do? A Synology camera video, Unify Cloud, new build project, which I did, which got like no views. People, go watch it. I've done a few of them. So I'm sure it's YouTube Studio. Only 5,000 views, which I mean, that's not terrible, but it was 10 out of 10 out of my last 10. But I did show a bit of the site that we're going to be working on. We're only doing 3 access doors there, so it's not enough to get the enterprise for it. That's what I'm saying. It's Hawaii. Don't waste your time at Olive Garden. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if we drive by it, yeah. If we drive by it, we could go to Olive Garden, but we're probably going to go to... I don't really eat fish, so that's the hard thing. Like, I'll have shrimp, I'll have lobster, but other than that, I won't have any seafood. Yeah. I will have fun in Hawaii. Thank you very much. What else came out? There probably not much. There was a couple updates. Let's see. Releases. Whoops, we can't be in there. So there is a new Unified Talk application update, which just fixed issues. I saw this come out 4 hours ago, and I thought it was the EU one where they're going to release it, but it wasn't. This is kind of funny too. They came out with a Solar Point update. So Solar Point, Solar Switch, if you don't know what that is, because they haven't been in stock forever, Solar Point. I actually just got one. But it's for more like this setup right here. That's what the Solar Point is. That's what I have. So this is the Solar Switch, which is meant more for indoor. But it's for, you know, doing remote connections. So you have a solar panel, you plug it into your Solar Point. You have a couple cameras watching your property. You do point-to-point links. These have been sold out for a very long time. They still are sold out. And then they're updating them, which is interesting. I guess security makes sense, but like improved forecast logic, why are you going to do that on a dead product? So that makes me think that they're going to revitalize it somehow. You're in Japan right now. Oh my lord. And I'm worried about, I'm not worried, but I'm terrible on flights. Yeah, what's the flight from Japan to Honolulu? Yeah, they live in Honolulu. Yeah. Well, you know Hawaii's in the States. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought they disconnected or discontinued it as well, but who knows? Any idea when the G2 professional kit finally comes to Canada? I don't know about the kit. Like, how did I get the kit? Well, Ubiquity sent me the kit. That's why. So they sent me that kit to review. But I have that job coming up. That's this video here. That I have 3 doors. Not that I need the kit, but it would have been a little cheaper. Because right now the only thing you could buy is the Access Hub and the readers. Like, there's no point to buy this reader. Spend the extra money, get the G2. I think they might have got rid of the G1 readers. Access, the Pro reader anyway. Access Reader Pro. Yeah, it doesn't even look like you could search it anymore. And I know why, because they had major screen tear issues on it. 8.5 hours. Okay, so we have a layover. We're going to be in Colorado tomorrow, and then we'll be in Maui. Hey, Cody, will it ever be possible to combine Site Magic with site-to-site VPN clients? Today it says the subnets are restricted. Subnets with site-to-site clients. I'm sure you could do a static route somehow. There's a lot of new features in the Dream Machine, but that are in early access. So if you want to know about them, go to the EA channel and then take a look. I hope they come out soon. Hopefully like in 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, so that I'm back home. I don't know if they're going to release any smaller Connect displays, which, yeah, it's very expensive for this one. I have it in my basement. I don't use it right now because I don't have a mount. I don't know if I would, but for like a business, it would be pretty decent, you know, to have your cameras or digital signage. But I had one of the original 7-inch and the 13-inch, and I gave it away because they were EA. I didn't know if they'd ever come out. Any idea as to whether UI are going to bring access control rules? I would hope so, because it's kind of a bit of a mess right now. I know a lot of people, I'm just looking on the side here, I pinged. I know a lot of people have requested it, which would be awesome if they did. Like if they actually brought it into the GUI interface to be able to do your ACL rules, that would make it amazing. But they also do have a lot of different projects going on, so who knows what is at the top of their priority. One that should be is the soft phone for talk. New talk phones. What else? I don't really know what else. They're doing quite a lot with the gateways. If you looked at early access, the new stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about is going to be cool. I don't know what else. That's pretty much it. Wow. WUH, how's it going? You leave at 9:20 on November 12th and you revive. Oh, that's wow. Yeah, that's going to screw me up because when we get to Maui, it's going to be 5 hours earlier. So if it's 9 p.m. here, it's going to be 4 p.m. there, which I'm going to be extremely tired tomorrow. I'm going to try to sleep on the plane. I doubt it's going to work, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to be on here 5 more minutes. We'll go, or 6.5 minutes. We'll go to 40 minutes. Then I got to call my dad and I got to pack and then get to bed. I might order some pizza too. I shouldn't. And I am if you don't know, I love pizza. And my favorite, and people are going to disagree, I love Hawaiian pizza. So now I'm going to Hawaii. I will be eating some real pineapple Hawaiian pizza. I don't know if they actually eat that, but we'll see. Unified talk phone. Yeah, they will be releasing that, hopefully. Right? That is part of the game plan. And if you look at their UI.com/UID, you'd see right there, they have a talk. Hopefully it's not integrated with UID because, I mean, people don't want to pay for UID. It has to be on its own separate platform, I would think. Or just within Unify Talk, and that's it. They do have, I guess I can't really say that. That's EA. If you've been thinking about doing like mobile, I guess I can't say that. Just go look at EA. That's all I say. They are coming out with a lot of new stuff. If you're not signed up for early access, it's free, and you could just go to like the support page community, and then when you go to releases, instead of doing like the general, you could click it over to early access, and you could kind of read what's coming down the pipeline. Thinking about buying the Wi-Fi Man accessory that hooks up to the iPhone to set my APs around my new building. I have the, I think it's back there somewhere. The Wi-Fi Man, that's what you're talking about. The UI, let's just do it this way. You're talking about the Wi-Fi Man Wizard. So the only thing that this really does for you, it's a signal analyzer. Or spectrum analyzer. That's really all it does. And it's more so for iPhones than Androids because Androids already have that unlocked. It's okay. I mean, it works. You could tell what dBm you're getting or like minus dBm or whatever. And it will tell you, I don't know if it does the signal mapper though, does it? I'm going to have to test it again. I haven't used it in a long time. I have that, or you can't see it. I have this, the Net Ally Air Check. So that's what I use to do Wi-Fi heat map scans and stuff like that, the Air Check G3 Pro. But this thing, again, is like $5,000 or $6,000. Been deploying U-Fiber, ordered the new, oh, that's awesome. I've never deployed that stuff. That's one thing I've never touched on. You would have to go to, I think it's account.ui.com. Let me do it on my side screen here so I don't show any private info. Yeah, so you would go to account.ui.com and then you would go to, here, let me just post it. Go to this, right there. I'm not on vacation yet. I mean, I guess it is vacation, but like tomorrow I'll be live streaming in Hawaii as well. So you go to account.ui.com, then you go to profile, and there will be a section that says early access. You need to make sure you're enrolled in that. If you haven't followed my, depends on how long you followed my channel. Whenever I'm on vacation, I'm either releasing videos or I'm doing live streams. Something with YouTube, if you, I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird thing to be in. So if you don't release a video like I do it at least once a week, and you don't do it that once a week, it's like, oh, I'm going to drop off. So it's like a mental game that plays with you. But yeah, that's how you do it. You go to your account and then you enroll and you can see everything. But yeah, with the Wi-Fi Man Wizard or Wi-Fi Man Wizard, it's really just a spectrum analyzer. It's going to show you what channels are in use. It has that battery backup. You have an iPhone MagSafe attached, I guess, which I don't have. I don't know if they're going to update it at all. They did do an update to the Wi-Fi Man signal mapper where you could save your floor plans now, which is great. And I did notice, if anybody watched that new video that I did, so I talked about, can I show this? I guess I could show this. Why couldn't I? It would be YouTube and it would be new house. Whose house is this? No, can't show that. I can't show that. Oh gosh. Oh, I could show this. Okay. YouTube. Can I show that? Okay. So I did this floor plan. This is for that new, the new customer that we're doing a build up for. What the heck is with Google Chrome? Whatever. Look how thick the freaking lines are. Like, they're huge. Usually you never see that. And then this is, anyway, that's a Wi-Fi coverage, which is, perfect. We're trying to go for minus 65 dBm at the worst. So what we'll do, we'll take the Net Ally, and we'll do a heat map scan afterwards and validate our design. But where did that go? Let me just switch over YouTube. This is another build we're doing. This is another one I could actually film. Do I have the walls drawn in here? I do not. Let's see if we draw the wall, if it's any smaller. Yes, look how thick that is. I don't understand the thickness of it. Why would they increase that so much? Whoops. It's just weird to me. Because you'll end up missing a lot of your floor plan with how thick the line is. Doesn't make sense. What do you think about IPv4 versus IPv6? I don't use IPv6 at all. So that's what I think about it. If you use it, I mean, so be it. Most my actual commercial clients, they use IPv4. What's the best way for AP placement testing without using Unified Design Center? Well, Unified Design Center is great. Like Unified for, drawing your walls, kind of like I did. Let me go back to that other one because I have stuff there. YouTube. Yeah. So drawing your walls, I'm missing a few here. It was, this isn't the actual design, but drawing your walls, place your APs where you think they should be. And then you'd have to validate somehow. And you'd have to see how your roaming works. So let's do on hover. So you could see this I think that's lunchroom, break room AP. You could see where the tails are kind of going out down towards the middle. You need to check that your roaming is good as well. So when you're walking from here to here, when you're about, here, that it's actually catching on to that AP, because that will have a big effect. And you could set your RSSI values and stuff like that. Let me just see. But the Wi-Fi man, I guess it would tell you a bit of that information. It would probably tell you roaming, but it's not going to save that information. Whereas something like this, you're doing a full Wi-Fi scan. You're putting in, I have a video on the AirCheck G3, but if you're not doing Wi-Fi every day for your work, you're not going to want to spend $6,000 on a device. It's like the Ekahau. The Ekahau is 15 grand, something like that. For Unified best practices on fine-tuning the network post-build, VLAN's firewalls quality service, are there any sources you reference? Not really. I just kind of been doing it so long that I just make sure the client's happy. I mean, I'm sure the Ubiquiti Help Center is not bad, but for fine-tuning, it's going to depend on the client and the building. Get your mind around this. It's 8:05 on Friday. What day is it today? Oh my Lord. Yeah, so you're 14 hours ahead of me right now. If you do some stuff with New Matter Smart, that's IP. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I don't do any smart home stuff. Think you could do a video on how you'd set up APs and test them? Probably. Yes, actually, with this build. Not that build. Whoops. So I've already talked about this build before. You know the farmhouse videos that I've had? It's for the same customer. Let me delete that. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in there, and I thought these people were sending me it. I guess they're not. I'm just going to have to make my own and buy it. Wi-Fi stick. Wi-Fi on a stick. I went back and forth with emails with them and said, yeah, feature your stuff. Wi-Fi on a stick, or Wi-Fi on a stick. What the heck were they called again? Might be in my email, gmail.com. Wi-Fi on a stick. I forget what the heck they're called. Wi-Fi on a stick. What the frick were they called? Oh, my emails are pulling up so much. Anyway, let me see if I could find a picture of something that resembles it. Wi-Fi testing on a stick. I think I have it on Twitter, but it's like a... Actually, I think his name's Terry. He has it on... Let me see if I could find it on my Twitter. Anyway, it's like this big thing that you put an access point on, you have power going to it, and you just walk around with it and you test your Wi-Fi. I'm going to search through my media. I'd show you guys what I'm actually doing on here, because... so that's how we would do like the we'd put it into Unified Design Center. That's the first stage, and then we'd use something similar to this if I could find it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, because I post so freaking much. Yeah, I don't think... Anyway, it's just a thing. It's like a camera stand that goes all the way up to the roof. It's on wheels, and it powers the access point. And at that time, it will tell you the heat pattern or the radiation pattern that's coming off the AP, and you could kind of get a good idea. And then after that, you could validate. Oh, there's a picture of Stewart Network Services and all of us in Florida. Where the heck was it, though? Yeah, you know what? It was after that, so I don't have it there. Anyway, you'll see it in a full video, and I'll put links to what I use and how I do it. It's going to be... Yeah, it's like a poll. It's like a poll, but I don't know why I'm having issues finding it. Oh, maybe it's AP on a stick, not Wi-Fi on it. Did I say Wi-Fi? Oh, here we go. There we go. There we go. AP on a stick. So it was this company, I think. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't them. I forgot. I was talking to somebody to send me some stuff, and then I feature their gear in a video. But anyway, it looks like this. So you could see that there's like a, pretty much like a tripod for an access point. Then you have a little battery bank on the side, and it shows you the radiation pattern. Then you walk around with like a wireless analyzer and do a heat map scan. So then you know what you're getting with either you're using the U6 Pros, the Enterprise, you know, the lights, whatever. You know what you're getting into, and that's how you could plan a little bit and validate. YouTube's not my job, no. Why doesn't Unifi make small ad videos about the things they launch? They used to. They were. They did for a long time, and I wish they would bring it back. I think they just tweeted something, actually. Let me see. Twitter. Yeah, they did. Right here. Unifi Access is growing for your large deployments, introducing Enterprise Access Hub with support up to 8 doors and a battery backup. Let's go look at it. Oh, it just points us here. They're behind the game. I posted that hours before them. I need Wi-Fi on a stick for my apartment. I can't mount it to the ceiling. If you're just in an apartment, you could probably just have it sitting on your desk and you'd be all right. Okay, I got like 3 minutes. 3 minutes, I gotta go. Any Wi-Fi 7 Ubiquity coming soon? I'm not too sure. I think Wi-Fi 7 will be worth upgrading from 6E, probably just because how much bandwidth you could push. But a lot of devices won't be able to support it yet. I think Intel did make a Wi-Fi 7 chip though. And if you guys want to like the stream, that'd be great. I know it is a really weird time. It feels a lot later than it is. It's 6 p.m. I'm getting tired. And I got work to do. Not work, but, you know, packing. Oh yeah, use a U6 mesh. That'd work too. The U6 mesh are great. Their naming conventions on some of their APs are a little bit different. Because really, the majority of their access points do meshing. So I don't know why they specified that one just to mesh. But then the beacons, where the heck are they? Oh, now they call it different. The U6 extender is a meshing only device. There's no Ethernet port in the back. You have to plug it into a wall. So their verbiage is way different on their access points. A lot of people brought that up as well. Greetings from Italy. Thanks for your help. I've installed 40 access points. Nice. Congrats. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I got to be up very early in the morning. I'll answer Michael's question. What's the most bandwidth you've seen a client use? Like actually use or what they buy? I mean, no one's ever capping out of over 100 meg at any given time. And a lot of my clients are using gig, right? They're not doing 2.5 gig or 10 gig to their business. So yeah. When is 2024 full setup video? That's going to be late 2024. I don't even know if I want to do those type of setup videos anymore. It didn't do overly well this year. I mean, the thing with those, they're kind of like what people call as evergreen. Let's see how many views it had. I think it's only got like 50,000 views. Oh, it made okay money. So it made, yeah, so we've got about 60,000 views, but well, mind the money. I'm going to block that. Well, it doesn't matter. You guys already seen it now. The subscribers, that's what I'm really trying to go for because I want to get that $100,000 plaque or $100,000 plaque, 100,000 subscriber plaque. But we'll end up doing a 2024, but I think I'm going to do it a little bit different. The problem with the full videos, the next week, Ubiquiti changes the unifi network controller, and then my video, everything's changed. So doing a 40 or 30 minute video is not worth it. I like doing the short, unifi OS 3.12 came out and doing a video on what changed in that. I think that's easier. Anyway, yeah, everybody have a good time. I will talk to you when we're in Hawaii. We'll do a live stream. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. See you later.